All right. So the idea is that you basically want to take your like some kind of filter. I usually use the channel EQ. You can use other filters. I use this one because you want something that's like high dB. Like I've seen people use what are some other ones? Like there's like a free one that was out that was okay. It's like this one, the classic filter. So you want to make sure that it's high pass, and I mean 18 dB is not really that high. Like most people that I've seen that do this usually see something that's 24 or higher. I think if you read the specs on this one's pretty high. Anyways, yeah, you want to turn this on, turn this up to like 3K about. I'm holding down shift, so like 299 is fine. Controller mount, this is kind of it's like a duplicate of master, but it's made for your control room. So you can change the volume that's coming out of your speakers without changing like what's actually in the master. Like so it's not actually changing this. In fact, to change the control room, you could. You want this to stay level though at 0, because what we're using it for is not that. What we're going to do is we're going to use this as the duplicate output of the master, and then basically use this output to go into your sidechain. Make sure again this is at 3K hertz. And then the last thing you want to do is come up here, and I've already changed these here. But you basically want to put this on. Your threshold, you might need to change this a little bit. The goal is to make sure that the needle is generally at 0 and comes up for certain hits, so it's like thumping your mix instead of it being like, I don't know, like you want it to move basically with the rhythm of your song. That's usually what the guide that I've been watching says, or the guides that I've watched have said. If it's always compressing, something's wrong. If it's never compressing, it means it's not actually running. So you want it to be moving a little bit. Again, it shouldn't be moving the whole song. And then the other thing is, I usually have this like at a low attack, usually around a low-ish release. You might want to play with this a little bit depending on the style of music that you're listening to. Only once have I ever had to have a ratio higher. That usually means something's really going wrong on your mix. You should probably change your mix if you're needing something higher than 4. Like 2 is usually pretty good. And your makeup, I usually don't change this. I've changed it for 1 or 2 mixes. But yeah, I mean that's, again, you only want to use this for like heavy electronic songs where there's a lot going on in the bass, so it doesn't sound muddy. What it does is allows like hits and like guitar plucks and other things that are in that higher frequency to shine through, even though you have like a heavy bass line going on. And again, like it doesn't work all the time. It doesn't work for every genre. So I would be very cautious on using this, but it's definitely a nice little trick. That's all.